Unapologetically Daphnique podcast.
All right, we ready to go. Let's go, B.O.B.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Daphnique Springs, and welcome to another episode of Unapologetically Daphnique podcast. We got a lot to unpack today.
Yeah, well, let's start off by asking, how was your week? Any shows?
Yeah, my week was good. So, first of all, I featured for Martin Lawrence at the Yamava Casino in a really sketchy part of Highland, California. It was very sketchy. It's crazy because casinos will put casinos in the worst neighborhoods. They don't care. And then the casino itself just seems like a huge, beautiful resort. But once you step outside of there, it is the Walking Dead, the apocalypse. It was a lot of crackheads and meth addicts just walking up, but they never step foot on the casino property. But as soon as you get on outside of the casino property past the gate, it is basically 1980 crack era in New York City.
So basically what you're saying is the casino got crackhead repellent sprayed around the casino.
Facts. That's what it does. It got repellent spray on the outside because they know, the roaches know not to go on the casino property. Because, casinos, especially when they owned by Indian people, I think they make their own laws and they can govern it.
That's absolutely
themselves.
correct.
So I'm pretty sure if you show up on their property, they don't want you there. They might could just gun you down.
Well, they lawless. I mean,
lawless.
They're lawless. They're absolutely lawless. They operate under their own terms.
Which means, even if a George Floyd situation happened, they'll be like, no, we Native Americans.
Yeah, just dig them a ditch. Just dig them a ditch. We riding.
Okay. All right.
So
The show was really good.
Yeah.
The show was really good. Martin Lawrence, of course, headlined. It was a theater show with approximately over 3,000 people were there in attendance. It was sold out.
Amazing.
I went first, and then following me went Benji Brown, and then Clayton Thomas, and then Martin Lawrence. And how this tour is set up, I call it popcorn, because they don't have a host. But they do a voice of God. So when they do a voice of God, what happens is that Benji can do a lot of voices. This dude can do women voices, male voices, all types of voices. So being that he can throw his voice, he actually sounds like all these different people, and he introduces all of us different as the voice of God. And the voice of God in comedy is basically somebody introducing you off stage.
Oh, wow.
So behind the curtain, it's just a curtain, a light, a stage, boom, waiting on you to come out. And the voice is introducing you behind the curtains. And then you go out to the stage versus a host out there yo, the next person coming to the stage, give it up, everybody. So they're doing all that off stage and you can't see them. So it's the voice of God.
So I got to ask you, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you,
Yeah.
I'm sure the audience and your fans, they're going to want to know, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the voice of God or an actual person on stage at introducing you?
You know what? I'm really open, because during my comedy special, make sure y'all check that out. Single female on YouTube, Daphnique Springs Single Female. It's on my YouTube. Check out my comedy special. So with that, we did the voice of God, because you also don't want to, during your comedy special, you want to be, and this is done mostly on comedy specials, because you don't want to have somebody introducing you walking off a stage or whatever. You want you to be the sole entity walking out on that stage. It should be all about you. So during my comedy special, we did the voice of God. But I think hosts provide a great asset. You know what I mean? So anytime you're doing a show, if you got a host that can really get the crowd cracking and stuff like that. One of the best hosts I've ever seen was Rip Michaels when I was on his Love and Laughter tour, which was comedy and music. And it was really dope because he incorporated music and it was just really good. So he's a great host.
So to say the least, the crowd from the casino was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, they were really good. I think when it's something about doing comedy at a high level like that, because people got to understand when you do theaters, people have to pay for parking, which this was a casino, so they probably didn't have to pay. But some people had to probably pay for valet parking, right?
I can imagine.
Let's just talk about a Cat Williams tour where he didn't do a lot of casinos. He did arenas.
Yeah.
People have to pay for parking. people have to usually get a new outfit. They want to be dressed to impress. They want to have a fit on because they about to do a whole bunch of action. People hire babysitters. People also, go out to eat and have drinks. So it's a whole experience for people. So I think when you are providing yourself with like, yo, this is an event for me this year and I'm about to go out. I can't wait till this person come to town. We about to go out and laugh. You go to laugh. But when it's like local and you dealing with like, yo, I just drove down the street. I just threw on anything. Oh, no, y'all got a 2-drink minimum. People don't, sometimes they like, yo, make me laugh. And it's like, bruh, anytime you come out the house, you should be happy.
So basically, they want you to be Gregory Hines when they went down the street and they on a 2-drink minimum. They want you to tap dance on stage.
Basically. And sometimes when you're a female, they want you to do a sexual act. And this, sir, these titties are just these titties.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it just a titty?
Yeah, I mean, don't think you get nothing extra. Whatever you see on camera is what you see on camera. We ain't doing no OnlyFans over here, period.
Why not? All right.
Moving on. Okay,
so introducing the Democratic National Convention. It was star-studded and lit. Did you see the DJ?
It was lit. Like, I felt like it had the attendance of like the Oscars.
Yeah, it was lit.
The DNC was lit. And it was like a concert. Like the concert portion was like Coachella. Like, oh, they even had rumor that Beyonce was supposed to perform. She didn't perform though.
Yeah, she was like, why you high getting this?
Yeah, and then I heard somebody say on the internet was like, yo, Kamala the new Beyonce. And I was like, no, she ain't my good clean sis Beyonce. Hey, Kamala, but she ain't Beyonce.
Why she can't be Beyonce? She put too many people in jail?
Facts.
All right.
Okay, but the DNC, some of the highlights is, yo, the Obamas came out and showed up.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so we had Barack Obama and Michelle Obama speak. Michelle Obama, I did want to highlight this. So Michelle Obama, with some much needed shade for Trump. Who's going to tell him that the job he is currently seeking might be one of those black jobs? Michelle, what happened? What happened, good sis? Because when you was in the office with your husband, you had said, and I was trying to live by that motto, even though I relapse sometimes, you know what I mean? But I was trying to live vicariously through your words when you said, when they go low, we go high. Let me tell you, Michelle Obama went low.
She went very low.
She went to the pits of hell.
And what I do appreciate though is that she recognized that the president position is now a black job.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That was dope.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. Like, she had some bars. So let's play it for the people just in case they missed it.
Fortunately, we know what comes next. We know folks are going to do everything they can to distort her truth. My husband and I sadly know a little something about this.
Ooh.
For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
That's magical. That's powerful right there.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently
seeking is a black job?
Powerful. And then imagine this.
She went low though.
And right after that, you got Lil Jon coming out the crowd like, yeah!
With his cockeyed ass. You know what I mean? Let me stop because Lil Jon followed me on Instagram. I apologize, Lil Jon. I met you in person. We did a little shoot together one time. But sometimes I got to talk shit. But you know what? I felt like she been saying everything she wanted to say the past 8 years. And she used this moment to get some stuff off her chest. I don't even know if she rocking with Kamala that hard. This was like, yo, let me get this off my chest. This really exposed that Michelle Obama, highly educated, beautiful, first black lady of the United States of America is truly from the south side of Chicago.
Hey, man, holla at me, man.
Only
Hey,
thing I
listen.
was waiting for her to do one of my D's and pull out a gun. That's all I was waiting for her to just pop 2 bullets in the air. She already in Chicago on her homeland.
I was waiting for her to pull out like a catfish platter and just talk crazy to Trump while she was chewing.
Not catfish, child. You know we only do snapper over here. Michelle Obama got class.
She do. Well, you know what the crazy thing is that Trump had his response too, and you know that's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know Trump is going.
We ain't even gonna talk about Trump today.
He gonna shoot bullets at them.
Oh, yeah. He
Come
can't
on
wait.
now. Hey, but you know what? I'm actually very, very happy that Obama and Michelle actually spoke out and responded and support unapologetically Kamala, because this is going to be, this campaign is powerful.
This is unapologetically Daphnique. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
All right, let me back up.
Okay.
Did you see Stevie Wonder at the show?
Wait, we're going to get to the celebrities, but let's go to Obama on Trump wanting a second term. Obama said, we do not need 4 more years of chaos. The sequel is usually worse. Let's hear Barack Obama if you didn't see it.
Let's face it, gotten pretty stale.
Ooh, stale.
We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
Sometimes the sequel be good, Obama.
Americans ready for a new chapter. Americans ready for a better story.
Ooh.
We are ready for a President Kamala Harris.
I got questions. Did he call Trump a buster?
Basically,
Oh, man, that's disrespectful.
verbatim.
That's
And not only that,
wild.
Obama, I can tell he a little out of touch because he was president for 8 years. So he probably didn't watch a whole lot of sequels and stuff like that. But there's some good sequels out here, Obama. And another thing, too, is he said we don't want to see another chapter of that. Sir, are we talking about movies or are we talking about stories? Are we talking about books? Come on now. Just stick to one, Obama. That was a little bipolar, little ADHD.
Listen,
It was a bar, though.
Obama was listening to Public Enemy on his way to DNC. He was taking whatever rap lyrics he just employed
You
it.
can tell he listened to rap. And he looked like he say the N-word in the songs with the hard ER. Just like with Swagged Out, he don't look like he say the A. Not on no racist stuff, but just like on the fact of he don't look like his pronunciation is so, and he's so articulate that he has to say the ER.
Absolutely.
These ers can't mess with me. It's like, Obama, pipe down. Just because you play basketball don't mean you good.
Man, have you ever seen Obama shake a black man hand versus a white guy's hand?
Absolutely. They be so jealous. And the news love to highlight that. And then not only that, he basically said in another clip that that Trump has a small penis. He said he's so obsessed with sizes. And it's like Obama did his penis size, which looked to be about 8 or 9 or 10 inches. Obama basically told us he got a big D. And then he did Trump size, and then he went down. Like, maybe Obama people had talked to Stormy Daniels, but he had went down to about 4 inches. So he just let him know, yeah. You be trying to give big D energy, but it's looking real small, my son, you know?
See, all Trump got to do, just wear baggy pants because they're going to be highlighting your print everywhere you go.
Print on fleek. But I don't think we'll ever see Trump's D print because he got a lot of hips. So pants don't never lay right in the front on hips. Trump got a lot of ass. Don't let him fool you. Okay, so here's another clip. Oops. Politician Hakeem Jeffrey goes in on Donald Trump at the 2024 DNC. He says Donald Trump is like an old boy you broke up with but won't go away.
Donald Trump is like an old boyfriend who you broke up with, but he just won't go away.
Talk to me.
He has spent the last 4 years spinning the block, trying to get back into a relationship with the American people. Bro, we broke up with you for a reason.
The spice.
Okay, so I do want people to know that here on Unapologetically, Daphne, we respect both views. I can even admit that sometimes I have been Republican, sometimes I'm Democratic. I'm not loyal to no party.
That's real.
You know what? Because these ain't never been loyal to me.
Speak on it.
So with that being said, you choose the side that you want to choose.
Speak on it.
We just making highlights over here.
That's it.
Highlights that we prefer right now.
Preach.
But they highlights.
You know what I mean?
And then another thing too, I think Trump is like an old boyfriend that you can't get rid of. That you get a restraining order and he keep violating the restraining order. Because remember, that's the whole legal thing. Yeah, it's so many correlations between him and like an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He do remind me of the dude on Way to Excel who threw the orange.
Yeah.
Eat a fruit bowl, Trap.
Yeah, I can see him going to the White House doing that to Kamala, standing outside like, eat a fruit bowl, Trump. And Kamala just trying to dodge the damn oranges.
He gonna throw the orange. I'm telling you. He gonna ancient orange.
Okay.
He gonna throw the orange.
You know what was crazy too is that, like we said, the DNC was so star-studded. And somebody told me they tried to go to the DNC convention with all those people that were in attendance. Did you know you still had to get clearance?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, my homegirl, she's a comedian, Taquita Love. She told me that she wanted to go. She had went to like the one type of event at the DNC, but in order to be like at that, you had to have like a government clearance. Like everybody that was there, it couldn't just be anybody. Like we could just show up.
Wow.
Like you buy a ticket to go to a concert and you just show up. Like you had to actually have a clearance, which makes sense because not for the celebrities, for say, but also for like the ex-presidents is there. A lot of politicians, you know, a lot of people that are currently in office and Senate and stuff like that, holding high positions. So they made sure that people did have a clearance.
It's funny that you say that because it actually just became public that the Ku Klux Klan was plotting on an assassination in 2008 up on Barack Obama.
Oh, wow.
So,
but my God, they ain't gonna be successful.
Amen.
I don't even think white people hated Barack like that. Like I felt like they said they had to say it out loud because they was a KKK. Like they had the plot, but they wasn't never gonna execute it because deep down inside, like black or white, like you like yo any race, you like I like Barack. It's something about him you just like. I don't know if it's his swag. Is because he's charismatic or what, but it's just something about him that was just likable. He's a likable person.
And you know what's crazy? Going back to this politician Hakeem Jeffries' point that Donald Trump is like an old boyfriend that won't go away. When you think about the comments that Donald Trump says, he says things towards Kamala that is like that old hating ass boyfriend.
What did he be saying?
Like just like she's stupid. Her lashes ain't never done. She can
ain't
barely
black.
read. She ain't black.
Yeah. That is like a crazy ex-boyfriend. Because if I was I'm a crazy ex-girlfriend, so I know. So I'll be like, you ain't black.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
he does make comments like a crazy ex.
It's real.
He's obsessed.
He's obsessed.
Yeah. Okay, so some of the celebrities, because it was a star-studded event that was actually in attendance, was Pink, Kerry Washington, Oprah went up there, and Oprah was the one who actually told Trump years ago on her TV show that he should run for president. And he put that in his manifesto.
She endorsed him.
And he been manifesting it. It actually came true one time. We don't know about twice, but you know, she endorsed him. So she done switched sides. So that's why I said it's okay to be a Democrat 4 years and then switch over to a Republican. Jump sides like everybody else. You know what I mean? Some of y'all be loyal to these people like y'all loyal to y'all sports team. But I hate to tell you, the Cowboys suck and they ain't never going to be good. Some of y'all need to find another team.
Facts.
Treat politics like that as well. Also, you mentioned Stevie Wonder was there, but also this is shocking. Omarosa.
Yeah.
The ex-aide of former President Donald Trump, Omarosa had posted several photos and video updates from the DNC, including footage of her purchasing a Kamala Harris 2024 t-shirt. She said, HU, which is Howard University, HBCU pride because Kamala Harris went to Howard University. So, I know Omarosa. Like me and Omarosa play spades together. We follow each other on Instagram. I love Omarosa. You know, she very good, quick with it. She got like the comebacks of a housewife. Like she just good, you know. But I know she was riding with Trump, but he put her on The Apprentice. He kind of really propelled her stardom into another level. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then brought her on after The Apprentice to his presidency. So they fell out or whatever. So I'm okay with Omarosa jumping sides. Maybe because I know her personally and I know Omarosa a real nigga. She just real. You know what I mean? She plays spades.
You play spades.
She drank Hennessy. You know what I mean? Right. She say nigga. Like, you know, Omarosa pretty damn cool. So I'm glad to see her, you know, actually going for somebody that she like and not being prejudiced on the situation. Because you can't be prejudiced because you are loyal to one party.
Absolutely.
But you know what was interesting as well is that the Republicans in Phoenix actually are Republicans in Phoenix for Kamala Harris. So a lot of people are kind of turning their back on Trump. You know, it seemed like the ones who aren't snag-a-tooth.
Yeah.
Are turning their back. They're all the ones with they ain't got all their 32 teeth in their mouth. Yeah. They ride or die Trump.
Amber Rose flipping over too, slowly but surely.
You think she gonna come over?
Slowly, she is. You know what I mean? She running through that money.
She ain't black either. No, I'm just joking.
She'll
beat your ass if you say that.
You're right. Try
to fight Joshua.
We've seen that.
I'm sorry, Amber. I'm sorry. I did Amber Rose's podcast before, so I'm gonna leave her alone. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like about the DNC.
Oh, here we go.
They didn't really talk policies. Let me know what I'm voting for. Because I'm getting sick of America, Democrats and Republicans playing in black people's face, black Americans' face. Let us know our policy. How can you help us?
Well, you know what?
Help you because you want my vote.
But it's sensationalism, though. It's sensationalism. Yeah. If you start talking policies with a guy like Trump, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because Trump is going to have a viral moment. He's saying stuff to say go viral. Yeah. So if you notice a consistency pattern of this DNC, they were saying viral-like moments.
Oh, that's actually an interesting fact, too. Yeah. Okay, yeah. They did viral-like moments. I mean, because they were spitting bars all night.
Exactly.
If you took everything that they said, you could make a rap song. Easily. Bars. Okay, moving on. Big Latto.
7 p.m. Friday.
No, that's actually Glorilla.
All right, I just showed my age.
Yeah. We getting old. But at least I know that.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so Latto jokingly states that her father steals money and thinks she's a part of the Illuminati. You know, the Illuminati actually wrote me on Instagram.
I believe that.
Yeah, they had told me that they wanted me to join and that they was going, you know, go ahead and submit my application. I submitted my application. I ain't heard back from y'all. Shit. Illuminati. I mean, come on, look at my. If you're not gonna let me in right now, at least reject my application so I can move forward in life and not keep having this harbor in my subconscious. Like, yo, am I gonna get in the Illuminati?
They said you ain't done enough in Hollywood yet.
Oh, man.
You ain't passed the test.
I got about another 3 years, y'all. Okay, so she said that her father thinks she's a part of the Illuminati. And here, she accuses her father of stealing money from her and spreading rumors about being in the Illuminati.
That's tricky, man.
What's tricky?
Because that's your dad. He can't steal from you.
But your daddy can't be messy and start rumors. I don't know who listening to the shit because I never seen her dad say it on a public platform. But he probably going to like family reunions. You know what I mean? Anybody that, hey, ain't you Latto daddy? Yeah, you know she a part of the Illuminati.
Can't tell her nothing no more.
Can't tell her nothing.
Ask her for $10,000. She had the nerve to tell me no.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what he mad about because she not giving him an unlimited supply of money. And that's how a lot of parents are when they get celebrity kids. I think parents are like that when they don't have celebrity kids.
My parents is like that.
Yeah.
They feel entitled to what I have in my account.
They feel entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could work at Wendy's and your mama gonna feel entitled to get $50 from your paycheck.
She drops you off. Yeah. She is entitled.
Yeah.
I feel like
hell no.
Yeah, parents. Why? Parents are because they birth you. They could have aborted.
So the little not so they could have aborted you. But the little 9 hours you spend in labor, bitch, don't mean I owe you for the rest of my life. I owe you for 9 hours, and the 9 hours is up, ho.
See, you see the disrespect?
Yeah.
When you have a child, you gonna be like, give me that money. You just got it.
You ain't gonna do right by it.
Give me that money though. You don't got nothing to do with it.
Okay. I need to go play bingo, baby.
And you know what? But Latto's dad had her on the rap game, right?
Yeah. So he obviously invested a lot into her career.
Exactly. So it's like, how can I not have access to your money?
I don't feel like you should have access to money because let's be honest, the average person, rich, poor, whatever, it's just bad with money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and so it's like, does this girl go broke because her father is constantly asking for stuff? But being that her father was like a really big part of her career with putting her on the show and stuff like that, and noticing her talents and harping, honing in on her talents and stuff like that, I feel like he should be on payroll. Like, I feel like he should get depending on how much Latto is making a year. Nowadays with Instagram, you can get endorsements. I mean, did she have like some chicken nuggets or something, or some sauce or something?
McDonald's nuggets
something.
or something
I feel like
that.
something.
Right?
I get her.
We
and
might
Sweeties,
be creating it.
Yeah, I get her and Sweeties like she had some type of like endorsement.
She did.
So sometimes that can bring in millions. So if she's bringing in actually millions a year, I would say that you could put your father on payroll and give him 6 figures.
Okay, so let's
Six figures, just like $100,000 a year on payroll. But he's gonna have to do certain things to work for that $100,000. It don't have to be a whole hell of a lot of work, but just enough for the IRS not to be on your ass. So, hey, Dad, I need you to sometimes handle these emails, or I need you to go on tour and be my security. You know what I mean? Just something so that she can employ her father. But it seemed like their relationship probably ain't that good. Any nigga saying I'm in the Illuminati, I'm like, hey, stop telling my truth.
Well, let me say this. You don't see a consistent pattern with all of these teenage celebrities.
Yeah.
When they get to a certain point, the relationship always dissolves with the parent who actually put you in that position.
Yeah, and we saw that on the Disney show, what is it called? Lights Out or something like that? Yeah,
yes.
where the kids, it's like they actually, what happens with a lot of these child stars or ex-child stars is that they get other people in the industry in their ear that want to manipulate and take advantage of them. And they start talking a lot of trash about the parent. And the parent don't even be really that bad. They just trying to protect their child and trying to actually get some type of compensation for what they actually did work for and being there and showing up on set. Because when you're young, you can't just be on set. You have to have a parent there. So if your parent, and that the check only goes to you, it doesn't go to the parent. So you actually have to give your parent a little something. Somebody like me, I came to LA and worked hard myself. My parents never sent me no money for acting classes. It never gave me gas money, nothing. I got it out the mud. So I feel like I don't owe nobody nothing. But I give you a little something. But with her, having a parent being a child star like that, yeah, that's why I said put him on payroll, have him do a little work, But he probably not a joy to be around if she's saying this. If he's saying Illuminati, what the father, see, the parents he outdated. The father outdated. Because he blaming it on the Illuminati. I blame it on the new ass. When people get a BBL, they act different.
That's facts.
You're not the old person you used to be because you got a new ass and titties. And he's saying it's the Illuminati, but it's the body work. It's the Dominican Republic doctor. Dr. Miami. That's who you blame. That's the cult.
That's true, though. That's absolutely true. Now, let me ask you this. Let's say, for instance, Latto is bringing home $5 million a year.
Oof, I believe it.
How much is her father supposed to get if you're putting him on a payroll?
$100,000. Because
wow.
To me, especially like if you've ever bought your parent like a car or a house and a car is your major bills. Anything else out of that, $100,000 would more than enough cover. It even cover a little gambling habit. You know what I mean? Little cocaine habit, little hoe addiction with, some not underage girl. You know what I mean? Younger women, like 21, 25. These dudes in their 50s, like they younger women. So it will cover like that if she just get him a car and maybe a place. But even if she just get him a car and $100,000 a year, that's all he needs.
If you only give him $100,000,
he need to start rapping.
If he has a cocaine addiction, he's selling that damn car.
Okay.
And he gonna be smoking crack by the fourth month.
We just talking hypotheticals here.
All right, let's go.
Moving on. Okay, so Wells Fargo is being sued for faking interviews with Black candidates. How long has this been happening in corporate America?
A long time.
That's crazy. It's like they're literally faking interviews with Black candidates while positions are already filled. So what's happening is they got Black people, they putting out job posts, looking at applications like, yep, Black, come on in, we're going to schedule an interview. And the position is already filled by a white person. Or maybe a Native American or Asian, you know? So I don't know.
Very true. But you know what? Those are called ghost jobs, actually.
Oh, so it has a term. I've been ghosted by a man before, but I ain't never know they had ghost jobs.
They have ghost jobs. So ghost jobs are jobs that are consistently on the job market. Right now, as you guys probably know, unapologetic fans, I don't know how many of you guys...
We ain't hiring, but go ahead.
We not, but... I don't know how many of you guys are currently employed or unemployed, but the unemployment rate is skyrocketing right now, and that's for a particular reason.
Why?
Well, it's election period. Oh. So a lot of times during the election period, the best way to get people out to vote is to create chaos, create economic issues.
Oh, that makes sense. Because then people feel the need to like, yo, I got to vote so I can get a change in my life.
Absolutely. And they go subtle.
Yeah.
It's the subtleties of it. They increase the price of eggs, gas, the stuff that you purchase day to day like bread. And those things get you out to vote. Absolutely.
They get me out to vote. Because eggs, I spent $14 for 12 eggs the other day. They was green eggs. They was a specialty, but they good. But $14, come on now.
You see how much she's showing y'all?
I'm gonna have to start I'm gonna have to get an OnlyFans just to get some damn eggs.
Sure, titty.
For some eggs.
But
you know what? It's crazy that Wells Fargo actually got caught for this. I wonder, was it a Black person that, exposed it? Or was it a white person who started dating a Black person that exposed it?
I would probably choose option 2, the second option. Yeah. Somebody actually started dating a
Karen
Black person.
Karen got a little Black D.
And she was just like, this is not right.
This isn't not right. I donated to Black Lives Matter.
You deserve equal opportunity.
I'm pregnant with a biracial child. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, but I'm glad that Wells Fargo, I wonder, so when lawsuits like this is tricky because they're like the lawsuits where it's just like a big lawsuit, anybody can get in. So sometimes the lawyers end up making more money from this.
That's a fact.
Than the actual people. So hey, maybe some of y'all Black people, I didn't apply to Wells Fargo, but some of y'all Black people gonna get an email that say, or a little postcard in the mail that say, hey, did you go to an interview at Wells Fargo and didn't get the job? Well, you could be entitled to compensation and we are gonna pay you $5.57. She was like, damn, it took me more gas to go there. I ain't even gonna call the 1-800 number because my phone bill is $75.
Real talk. And you know what a good question is? When was the last time you seen a Black bank teller in the bank? I mean, obviously we live in Los Angeles, but I just thought about it to myself. I haven't seen a Black bank teller in years.
I don't go in the bank no more.
I always go in the bank because I have to.
Oh, you balling.
I mean,
I do the little check system on the phone now. You can just scan the check now, unless you got cash,
So you employing AI. You're part of the problem.
Yeah, I am. Moving on. Okay, so Chrystul Kizer, is it Kizer?
It's Kizer.
Chrystul Kizer was sentenced to 11 years of unaliving her trafficker. Okay, so let's dig into this a little deeper. Chrystul Kizer argued that she was legally allowed to unalive a man because he was sexually trafficking her. She was sentenced Monday to 11 years in prison after pleading guilty to a reduced court of reckless homicide. A Kenosha County judge sentenced Kizer to 11 years of initial confinement followed by 5 years of extended supervision in the 2018 death of Randall Villar, 34. She was given a credit for 570 days of time served, which is what? Almost
about a year and a half.
A little over a year and a half.
A little over a year and a half.
Okay. Let's play the video.
I believe the $1 million cash bond is appropriate.
12 News was there in court when $1 million bail was set for Chrystul Kizer. The Milwaukee teen is charged with shooting, killing, and setting Randall Villar on fire in his Kenosha home last June. She was just 17 at the time.
And what do you think that people need to know about why he died?
That it was a mistake.
The case now making national headlines, and in a jailhouse interview with the Washington Post, Kizer now alleges she killed Villar because he used her for sex trafficking. Supporters of Kizer say it was self-defense.
She had been.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Heavy.
That's heavy.
Heavy.
It's crazy because when you're sex trafficked, it don't just come with just them making you sleep with other people. It's not that like minute.
No, it's not. I mean,
they usually comes with beating you, sometimes drugging you,
caging you.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't want to let you go out into the free world, stalking you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It comes with a lot more mental abuse, physical abuse,
it's
verbal abuse.
Completely demoralizing.
Yeah, it is. So it's like, I think that 11 years might be too much for unaliving her trafficker. It just basically says, to me, it's sending a message out there to people that do that, like, yo, we're going to really prosecute the person that did it to you, even though you did it. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't his only person.
Of course not.
Yeah, they usually have several victims. And she was 17. She was underage.
You know,
R. Kelly got time in jail.
And the crazy thing is, like, how long was he in possession of her? That's the question.
Yeah, because I didn't get that information.
And they're hiding that information in this story. Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, she killed him at 17, but how long was she in possession? Was she in this man's possession?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because if it was years or whatever. And I mean, and did you see his photo? He did not look 34. They said he was 34 years old. That's a meth 34 right there.
Yeah, he looked like a walking syphilis.
Yeah, he looked at least 52 to me.
Absolutely.
I don't get it. And then I did a little research. Kenosha County, that's in Milwaukee. They said within that county, it's 124,000 white people in the county and 10,800 blacks.
That's not a lot of us.
Yeah, they make up less than 10%.
So with that being said, she was over sentenced because they probably had never seen a crime like this. They probably never actually had a black woman survive a trafficker and actually unalive him.
Yeah. And then another thing too, when you're dealing with a predominantly white area like that, sometimes I also say, you know, did racism play a part in it? And not only that, I'm also looking at the fact that when you have these girls that be sex trafficking, you'll be surprised how many business people and people of power in the community that are actually participating in this activity, right? So they're actually the ones that are purchasing the girls, right? Yeah, they're buying and stuff like that. So they don't want to get exposed.
Absolutely. And you know, a lot of these young women, they don't actually survive. They don't get out. They don't exit these situations.
And they want to send a message to the other girls who think about aliving somebody that, yo, you gonna get 11 years in prison. It's like, haven't she been through enough? And
imagine her transitioning back into
the real world. Yeah.
In 11 years.
She just
so you've gone from being confined by a man, sex trafficked, to being in prison, dealing with the hurdles of getting through prison, 5 years supervision of supervised probation.
And looking at her hair and stuff, she's been through a lot.
That's some hard hair.
Yeah.
You know, that's some hard hair right there. She could use.
That's that hair that get real. It get like matted up because you spending a lot of time on a mattress going up and down like this. Your hair not supposed to deal with all that.
Well,
rubbing.
One thing I can say about her first week up in there, her hair gonna be braided in jail.
Yeah, they gonna get her right.
They gonna get her right up in there.
And she was around. She also looked like, you know, when white people adopt black kids, how they be looking. You can tell she was around a white man like that.
Didn't know nothing to do with no hair texture.
And he gonna let her outside so she can go tell. So yeah, it's basically just like adoption of a little.
Well, you can drive straight through Bel Air and Beverly Hills and see little babies look like this.
You know what I've seen a couple times with living in California in a nicer neighborhood? I've been seeing a lot of women, white women with families, and then they have like younger black kids, but they're like pushing the stroller and stuff like that and holding the bags. And I heard this thing that they're actually getting these kids and adopting them and almost have them working as like slaves pretty much.
Is that sex trafficking? Considering that they don't...
It's trafficking, but it's not, hopefully it's not abuse as well. You know what I mean? But it's just that type of abuse. But it's definitely like, oh, we're going to make you clean up and my kids have privilege. And you basically like a nanny.
You're molding the help.
Yeah, but you adopted the help. Wow. So then you're not spending no money. It's the fact that they get room and shelter.
That's crazy.
And food. Yeah. What's going on? They need to be investigated, but you know. I don't solve crimes, but do with the information as you please.
Well, we praying for you, Chrystul Kizer.
Well, let's finish the video.
Trying to get out of the whatever arrangement that they had, and he was threatening to kill her.
In court last week, her attorney, a public defender, argued the murder falls under state law called affirmative defense, which acquits sex trafficking victims of certain crimes. But a judge disagreed, saying it only applies to prostitution or child trafficking cases.
You believe that she went there with a plan to kill Mr. Villar.
That's right.
From the start, Kenosha County District Attorney Mike Gravely says he's been pressured to drop all charges, but argues Villar's murder was premeditated and says she bragged about it after on social media.
And then during the course of the evening, she texts multiple people talking about how she is planning to do it.
She had a phone?
She has Googled and that it's going to create a splatter.
Villar's house here has since been torn down, but the district attorney says the day they found his body was the same day they were about to charge him with child sex crimes.
I mean, it's ridiculous that the police knew what was going on with Villar and allowed it to continue to...
If somebody commits crimes against you, even horrible crimes, that you aren't allowed to go and kill them in response.
In Kenosha, Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News.
Kizer is facing...
Wow. So they said... So my thing is, she obviously had friends and she had their phone numbers.
Yeah. So she had a phone.
And she had a social media account. They didn't say she posted up under his account.
She was in the world. She had access. So what?
Because real traffic people don't have no access at all.
You can't communicate.
They don't allow them to have access to the world, to other people. That's why when you go to the bathrooms in Vegas, if you look at the bathroom stalls in the airport, they say if you're being trafficked, call this 1-800 number. But it's like, damn, they got to go out in the hallway in the bathroom and ask somebody, can they use their phone? But with this being said, she had access. She had a social media account. She had phone. This is really sounding premeditated.
Yeah, because this isn't a surviving R. Kelly situation.
Yeah.
Because, you know, surviving R. Kelly, they had no phones, he was just like...
for real? R. Kelly was taking their phones?
Yeah, they didn't have access. The girl mom was like, I ain't talked to you in 7 years. But this girl had access to the world. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to feel about this now. They might, I will have to dig a lot more into this case. But right now it's looking like, girl, you should have kept your mouth shut. If talking too much was a person, I think she would have definitely got away with it had she not text people and went on her social media account bragging. They use the word bragging.
That's wild.
Like, yeah, I killed him. Ha, ha, ha. Like, what? Yeah.
I mean, you would want to brag about somebody that sex trafficked you, though. If you actually was, if you got him,
yeah, I wouldn't tell people.
You would want to say something like, yeah. He thought he was up, huh? He thought he was finna get some.
Every time I did a criminal act, I've always bragged about it. Guess what? I rung up cherries for bananas at the grocery store. Yeah, you feel like if it's a win, you know what I mean? Everybody like to win.
Just don't brag on Target.
Okay.
They keep you on the hit list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy, though?
No more.
For the local police department to
have known about it. Yeah, they was probably some of the biggest customers.
And they knew the guy by name.
Talk to me. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mr. Villar. Yeah. You got a girl for me?
Yeah.
My shift ends at 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
They need to actually run back some of them body cams. That
won't happen. That will not happen. Now, the young lady who got unalived by the police officer, wasn't that somewhere in the Midwest area as well?
I don't know if it was Milwaukee. This was outside of Milwaukee. Sonia Macy, I don't know where that was.
There's some nasty work going on in the Midwest.
Nasty work. Very nasty
work.
Midwest. They got basements. Any place with a basement, it'd be some nasty work going on around there.
Facts.
Moving on. Good luck, girl. All right. So today we're going to transition in today's topic, and that is anger management.
Anger management.
I didn't pick this topic, you know.
I did. So anger management is how we handle situations that make us angry. Yeah. It's also a form of cognitive behavioral therapy, sometimes called talk therapy, that can take place in one-on-one or group counseling. You might even take an anger management class.
Okay, let's stop right there. I ain't taking no damn class. And if you don't want me to be angry, don't make me angry. Period.
Okay, that's a toxic way of handling it, but that's Daphnique's way of handling it. All right. Now, in a healthy form of anger management, okay, now, what I like to do when I find myself getting angry is I like to actually count to 10 or count to 1 from 10 backwards, and also collect my thoughts, give myself some time to breathe, some breathing exercises. Obviously, a lot of times when we get in our 20s, our 30s, we typically are angry at our mates, our partners. Our partners tend to piss us off.
I feel like when you anger management, it's like sometimes you need to say what's the first thing that come to your mind, because if you put me into that state, you done said something or did something to me, and I need to respond accordingly. I don't need to count from 1 to 10 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't need to do that. You know why? Because guess what? I can't come back to you 3-4 hours later with my response. I gotta hit your ass right in the moment where it matters. Don't play with me. Period.
So let me ask you this. Do you believe in giving your spouse or your partner a moment or a beat, or you want to actually talk about whatever the topic was right then and there?
It depends on how I feel. Not how you feel, how I feel.
Okay.
We're gonna roll with it. The goal of anger management is to reduce both your emotional feelings and the psychological arousal that anger causes. You can't get rid of or avoid the things or the people that enrage you, nor can you change them, but you can learn to control your reactions. I believe that, because every day somebody in LA traffic gonna cut you off.
And be disrespectful.
Yeah, New York traffic, you know what I mean? Taxi drivers. You know, sometimes you just be walking across the street, somebody just starts some shit with you. The devil stay busy. So with that being said, it said you can't get rid of. This is
let's
a
talk
word.
About how Daphnique was about to beat up somebody in traffic maybe about a week or two ago.
I wasn't about to beat up nobody. I never opened my car door.
Okay.
Me looking at you and letting you know, this ain't beating you up. This is letting you know. Go on about your little business. Go on about, because I'm never going to get out my car and incite an incident.
That's real.
Yeah. But I'm going to talk my shit because you talk your shit. Period. So it is letting you know that you can't avoid or get rid of these things that enrage you, but you can control them. How do you stop being angry? I think a lot of people need to hear this. Manage anger in the long term. Exercise regularly. Activities like walking, swimming, and running can reduce stress.
I found that helped.
That's some bullshit. Because if I'm walking and somebody nearly hit me with their car, it's just going to make me angrier. If I'm swimming and somebody splashed me and I said, stop splashing me, it's just going to make me piss off. And where the hell can you run in Los Angeles without getting killed by a car?
Now that's fair.
Okay.
That's absolutely
So
fair.
now my stress levels done went through the roof.
But how you find a fight in a pool? Now, if you can find a fight while swimming, now you just, that's diabolical.
Talk to me. Number 2, try yoga. If my body ain't allowing me to fully do the stretches, because yoga was meant for white women with no ass. That's what yoga was meant for. Us with a little booty and little up top. We can't be doing all that yoga. It's stressful. It's hard. It ain't going to do nothing but piss me off because my body ain't going into the position I want it to go into. So that's another void.
Well, I got to disagree, because these white girls in LA, they coming out with some big asses. They starting to have bigger asses than the black girls.
They ain't doing yoga.
Yeah, that's fair.
They in the club
they
trying
are.
to get a Rams player. Number 3, make sure you get enough sleep. That's true. You can wake up on the wrong side of the bed if you didn't get enough sleep.
Man, don't mess with me before 9 a.m. Okay. For real. It's going to be all bad.
Turn up. Okay. Number 4, make time to relax. I can't relax if everybody's making me mad. Number 5, try creative activities like writing, making music, dancing, or painting to release tension. If I'm dancing in the club and somebody step on my damn foot, now I'm angry again.
That's facts.
I'm angry again. See, this, you know what? We done for today. We are done.
But you know what? Going back to this anger management thing, I got a few questions, right?
Hurry up.
You see how she disrespect me, y'all? But listen to this, though. So one time, I was actually dating this woman. I was 19. She was 33 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a significant age difference, right?
Was her name R. Kelly?
But listen to this, though. Mm-hmm. So I'm dating her, and I'm seeing little signs that she actually had anger issues, right?
It's probably because you was young and dumb. Young people piss older people off. If you in your 30s and you dealing with somebody 19, you are going to have high levels of stress. That's what younger people do. That's why their parents put them out as soon as they turn 18. That's your age was aggravating.
You're right, because all I wanted to do was run the streets. And so she wanted me at her house by a certain time, or she'll be like, you ain't getting in the house.
Makes sense.
So I would deliberately wait until after the time she told me to get to her house just to show up over there, because I knew she was going to let me in. So one day she opened the door. She choked the shit out. She choked the heck out of me. As you deserved it. So
your neck been lumpy ever since.
Exactly. Uh-huh. So I calmed down. I'm sitting on the couch. I look to the right on the bookshelf. She has an anger management workbook. Ooh. Not a book, a workbook. You know what a workbook is? Stuff that got questions, and then you got to have the answers to them.
Yeah, that's what the creative writing part was.
So my question to you is, have you ever dated someone who had been to an anger management class or course?
I've never dated anybody that's been to an anger management class or course, but I might be that person for other people.
I believe that.
Now can we move on?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're coming to an end. If you have not done it yet, go to my website, www.imdsprings.com. Check out my merch. Daphnique Springs lipstick, which I am wearing today. Red, rose petal. All ladies and some of y'all fellas too, because y'all sassy, need a red lipstick.
Spicy.
Yeah, real spicy.
Yep.
Yeah. As always, we got merch on there. We got shirts for the guys. Make sure you go ahead and get you a crazy-ish t-shirt from Daphnique on my website. Hit it.
I got one on right now, fellas, and it's quality cotton. It feels good on your skin. You can sleep in it, hoop in it, and you might actually catch you a little unapologetic chick in it.
Hey, turn up to all my unapologetically chicks out there. Okay, so I'm still on tour with Martin Lawrence and also Country Wayne and Friends. We're coming to Savannah and we're coming to Augusta. That's Friday and Saturday, September 13th and 14th. And then the 20th and the 21st, I will be with Martin Lawrence, and we will be in Columbus, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky. So make sure you go ahead and get your tickets now. Check me out in your city. You know, some of these shows be so big, I might not be able to meet everybody, but come up to the stage, say, Daphnique, you know what I mean?
Daphnique.
Yeah, my nipple get hard. But I appreciate you, everybody. Thanks again for listening to another episode of Unapologetically Daphnique Podcast. Until next time, watch my content. Bye.
Follow, like, comment, and subscribe.